Give me about 5 minutes and I'm going to wrap some things up. It's hard to go after your promise when you think you're living in a place of limitation. It's hard to go after your promise when you have a grasshopper mentality. It's hard to go after your promise when you're believing the report of other people about what they think about you and where you're going more than you believe what God said to you and where you should be going. I believe that life is lived on levels and seasons. I believe that we all have levels, and I believe we all live in seasons. All right, let me make it plain. Is everybody still okay with what I just said? How many know when you're in a good summer season? Okay, in a good summer season, it's hot. You're feeling good. Everything's great. I mean, you look at people and you're, man, it's just super. And how many of you ever lived in a winter season and you're wondering, is this ever going to get over with? How much longer do I have to live here? Yeah? Okay. I want to give you a couple of things real quick. I believe that in order for us to move past where we are, I'm going to give you these real quick, and I'm going to run real fast. There are a couple of things you need to do. You need to do self-investment. You need to invest in yourself. See, part of the reason you're in the place you're in is because you haven't invested in yourself. You haven't spent time with God. You haven't spent time in prayer. And please, I'm not being critical here. Your life is so busy. You got so many other things going on that God has taken a back seat. He's a spare tire in the trunk of your life. And you haven't put him in his right position. And you haven't invested in the things that will cause you to grow and mature and develop. Self-investment. Bondage deprives us of investing in ourselves. And so when I'm saying investing in ourselves, I'm talking about read some good books. How about you read your Bible? That'd be a good book to start with. It's just a thought. I'm not trying to make no trouble for anybody. But it'd be a good place to start. Okay? And please, there are good, please, we live in a time when there are great materials available to us, self-help books, and you can get online and download what do they call it, a digital copy of a book and read it. Or you can, I mean, all kinds of things. And we're streaming live this morning, and we've got YouVersion in here, and people got their iPads and their smartphones, and they're reading the notes, and they're already down to the end, and I haven't even gotten close to there yet. I saw you. There are all kinds of self-help things out there. Here, how many know, please, I'm not making a problem here. I just want to make it plain. Just because you got married doesn't mean you know how to be married. Spoken by someone who's been married 45 years and still trying to learn. Okay? Just because you've got a house full of kids. I'm sorry, Logan. I didn't mean to put you in that way, buddy. I saw the elbow flying, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'll talk to you after service. I got you, man. I got you. Just because you have 12 kids in your house doesn't mean you know how to raise kids. It just means you know how to have them or where to get them. Sometimes I crack myself up. Excuse me. Self-investment is about trying to not just walk through like you don't know where you're going and what you're doing. Self-investment is about reading good books, about having right relationships, about having some positive self-talk in your life. Okay? How many know we all have people around us that would say negative things over us? And if you're not careful, they'll get you down. Yeah? Over the years, I've invested in my potential. I know Pastor Joseph has as well. I know many of you have. You've invested in your potential. And so my wife reminded me this past week, I was talking to someone, that I'm a composite of all the books I've read I'm not sure how many books I've read over the years. All the books I've read, all the CDs, tape series, conferences, relationships, all the things that I've done for the last 50 years of ministry, I'm a composite of all those things. I'm not one thing singularly or individually, because all those things make up who I am today standing in front of you. Yeah? And so, take some time to invest in yourself. Timothy received some instruction from Paul that said, take heed to yourself and the flock that I've given you the oversight of. He was saying, take some self-inspection. Not only self-investment, but inspection. Inspect your life on occasion. See, does it balance with the Word of God? And does it balance with the dreams that God put in you? I made a horrible mistake. I made a horrible, horrible mistake several years ago. I just want to share that with you. So I talk about me. Horrible mistake. Horrible. Horrible. Did I say it was horrible? Thank you. How horrible. That was what I was waiting for. I asked God to reveal me to me. Here, come get the microphone. Come on. See, the problem is when you ask God to do something, He'll do it. And you may not always like what you see or who you are. Be careful what you ask God to do. Right? But know this. When you start taking self-inspection, the only reason I was inspecting me was because I realized if I inspect me and I can fix me, then everybody else that I'm having issues with won't be a problem anymore. My wife, I've told this story before, but years ago, my wife helped vaccinate me and mature me and grow me up in some areas. We were in a time of intense fellowship. Anybody here ever had one of those in your house? No? Okay, well, I'm going to leave the altar open for all you people who've never had one of those. We had a time of intense fellowship. And the conversation, and this is not verbatim, but it's close. The conversation was, I can't do anything to make you happy. And her response was, you can't make me happy. Oh. First time I ever heard that. Okay, and so my natural masculine man response was, well, then why am I doing all the stuff I'm doing if I can't make you happy? Right? And then she gave me this divine revelation, Pastor. She said, happiness is not your decision, it's mine. No matter what you do, if I don't want to be happy, you can't make me happy. I decide if I'm happy, you don't. I wanted to be mad. But how many know when you hear truth, it's kind of like, I could be mad, but that'd be pretty dumb to be mad right now. Yeah? So I just turned around and walked out. As far as I was concerned, that conversation was over. But I've never forgotten. You know why I've never forgotten? Because what she said was the truth. If we allow other people to dictate where we are and who we are, then we really don't know who we are. Because we're more what they want us to be than more than what we're supposed to be and what God designed us to be. Well, I want to just kind of wrap something. I said I was going to quit. I'm going to wrap this up real fast, okay? The journey of our life should be about self-inspection and self-investment. And I just need to tell somebody that no matter where you are, you're well able. Joshua's word to the children of Israel that day was, we are well able to take the land. I just want you to know today, no matter where you are, what you've been through, what's going on in your life, regardless of what's happened to you in the past, no matter who said you can't do it, no matter who's found issues with you, no matter who's spoken word curses over you, no matter what anybody's done to you, I just want you to hear this word today. You're well able. God's put everything inside of you that you need to be successful. You're well able. Stop looking for somebody else to come along and come here, Brent. Help me out, bub. Hurry, hurry. Stop waiting for somebody else to push you along or pull you along or help you out. He's heavy. Now, see, I want you to see, we're wanting somebody to carry us. And, you know what? There's somebody that would probably try. Here's the problem. While you're trying to carry, he didn't want to be carried. Did you?
No.
Well, let me just, to be honest, were you afraid I was going to drop you?
No. I knew you had me.
You knew I had you. But you didn't want to be carried?
No.
Why?
I'd rather be on the ground, my own 2 feet.
I hope you heard what he said. He would rather have his own 2 feet on the ground himself. You know why? Because it's only a baby that wants you to carry him. I'm pushing on some things pretty strong here. You're not a baby anymore, huh?
No.
You like standing on your own 2 feet?
I do.
Yeah. And you're able to walk on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see when I said it, he went, yeah. What I want to say to you today, just as Brennan wants to stand on his own 2 feet, you need to learn to stand on yours. Stop expecting somebody to carry you. Stop expecting somebody to help you get there when God's already given you a promise. Something will prevail in your life. You get to choose what it is. You get to choose what it is. Here. Brendan, I want you to say, we are well able.
We are well able.
Okay, that's good. I want you to look at all those people out there. Your grandma's sitting over there. I want you to look at your grandma when you say it first.
We are well able. We are well able.
Come on, one more time.
We are well able.
See, as he began to say that, there was something began to shift in the atmosphere. Did you begin to feel and sense something when you said that the third time?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's something about making a positive declaration over your life. Something will prevail. But you get to decide what it is. Anybody besides Brennan fed up with the setup? Yeah, okay. Brandon, I want you to look at the rest of these people. I'm going to hand you the microphone. I want you to declare it 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. Now, Brennan plays the congas up here. And this boy almost died years ago. He's here because of a miracle that God performed. Am I right, buddy? I remember going to the hospital in Indianapolis when they had to life flight him to Indianapolis out of Vincennes and having prayer with him when they didn't know what to do. Thought he was going to die, didn't know. He's here today because God is well able. I wish somebody would hear the preacher. And I do not believe that his life was spared by accident. I don't believe it was just a good thing to happen. I believe that God has a purpose for Brennan's life. You didn't hear what I said. I believe there's a purpose for Brennan's life. And you know what? I don't believe he's ever tapped into the full potential of it yet. I believe the best is yet ahead. And I want to live long enough to see him doing what he's supposed to do, and I can say, I knew him when he was this high. I knew him when he kept... I would go to school in Petersburg, and I'd go in there, and Brendan come running down the hall. Pastor Dan! He's just a little bitty tot. Pastor Dan! Nobody knew I was a pastor but him. He told everybody in the school. You remember doing that to me? Yeah, you do remember. Okay. I want you to declare it, Brennan, over this congregation. We are well able. 4 or 5 times.
Guys, we are well able.